working. Give me 1 second to turn this light off. There we go. Hey everybody, how are y'all doing? Was just sitting here crocheting away on this ooh, um, my beach cover up, and I just thought I'd go live, and I think I have messed up. No, I haven't. Need some light real quick so I can see this. How are y'all doing? Hi, Irma and Jessica. Hi, Cecilia, sweetheart. Me, I need to turn on another light. Give me 1 sec. Sorry. So, ooh, no, that's too bright. Sorry. Hi, Bonnie, sweetheart, and Emily. Hi, Krista and Brenda. How are y'all doing today? One, and that's right. Is that right? It's hard to see. Sometimes these stitches get a little... I'm just going to bring that down here so we can still... Hey, Andrea. Hi, Sam, sweetie. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, that stitch got a little pulled because of what I'm doing. Good afternoon. You were just going to lay down. Hi, Erica. Yes, Bonnie, okay, I can move this now out of the way. The color that I am working with, this one is the Lagoon. This is, I forgot the name of this color. Adobe. Yeah. They really are working up really well. I actually like these, and I was telling Panda, I was like, man, I want to order a mess ton of these, because working with this yarn, I need to do this. Let me, whoa, don't. Working with this yarn has, I can see, I've come up with ideas for different stuff out of these. You know, I've got the Adobe, the Lagoon. This is Grove. And then the last color I have is Current. And it's very light yarn. Well, hello, Tiffany. How are you doing, sweetheart? How are you? Hi, Garbitter. Hope you're all doing great today. I'm trying to get this done. It's a 2-panel. The tutorial should come out, I want to say, give me about 3 weeks, and I don't know, that's about when the tutorial will come out, because it's going to be a 2-part tutorial. Because first we're going to make the belt that goes with it. Hey, Matt. We're going to make a belt to go with this, and then we're going to make this. So I'm making the first panel right now, and then the second panel we'll make on the tutorial together. The yarn I'm using, Matt, well, I'm glad you did, sweetheart. Matt, the yarn that I'm using is Knob Heel Modern, it's backwards, darn it, Modern Marl. And let me tell you guys, like, this yarn is like, if you followed me, hi Vivian, if you have followed me, you know that I really adore anything Big Twist, right? This yarn is nudging Big Twist big time. That is blinding me. It's from Hirschner's, Krista. It's nudging Big Twist out of it's getting up there, and But this yarn is like the composites of it is really nice. 51% cotton, 40% acrylic, 5% wool, 4% nylon. There's 240 yards in each skein, and the composite of it, like it does have a halo, you know, but like I just like the way it comes up as I'm an 80, I was born in 77, so I'm more 80s kids, and we had the stonewashed jeans galore. And that's what it kind of reminds me of is the stonewashed aspect. And it is a very, very light yarn, even for Tunisian, because, Tunisian's a heavy fabric, 9 times out of 10, but this is just so light and airy. Like, I cannot believe, I'll turn it around so y'all can see. There we go. There you go. Like how, because it's going to go this way, so you can see it. It is very just, oh my gosh, and how I ended up joining the two different colors is I kind of wanted an aspect of where they're gripping onto each other. And this is one panel, it should go, well, yeah, it'll go this way, like that. And I like that, like it's gripping each other, kind of like a puzzle in a way. And this is called the Seaside. What did I call it? The Seaside Beach Cover Up. There you go. Let's see. Modern Marl, M-A-R-L, Matt. I believe, let me look over here, but I believe Hirschner's may be out of it. Let me see. I know they were running very low after I showed it off. Okay, all they have is just 2 colors right now, and they're $2.99 a ball. These are the 2 colors that they have right now, which is Grove and then Current. But I got the 5-packs, and the 5-pack is $14. Well, hey, Michi, sweetheart. And they all they have is these 2 colors too, as well, in the 5-pack. But the 5-pack is $14.95. And of course, with Tunisian, and this is something I'm not 100% positive on how it'll how much I was going to use, because I've never used this yarn. Especially with new yarn, I'm not 100% positive of how much yardage I'm actually going to use on something, especially if it's coming from my brain and I haven't had a chance to look at stuff and figure stuff out. I always over order, so I ordered a 5-pack of each color just so I can make sure I'm good, and if there's something else, then I can I got other projects, and I'm gonna have enough, because this was only for the orange Adobe color was only 1 and whatever you want to say is left here, and so I've got plenty left over that I'm thinking of other projects with this stuff. I ordered some cottons in. Yay, Michi! 12 months. We got our 12-monthers coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm sorry I got an energy drink. I need a little bit of energy. I don't know, I woke up and I just wasn't energized today. So I'm like, need the energy. Oh, I got something else I want to do before we close out that Hirschner's website. And then we go here, here, and I'm going to give out the last 5. And I got to mute my mic just 1 sec, sorry. There we go. The humidity's kind of been playing with me today. Bonnie, yeah. And Krista, Suzanne, Kimberly, Nana Michelle, And Rose, congratulations. Just to quit it. And then Sam hit 12 months. My goodness, we're getting there. Hi, Lori. And then yesterday, I got to meet a fellow YouTuber, uh, Fiber Floozy Jill. Fantastic. Me and Panda had lunch with her and her father. They passing through, and they are heading up to Colorado. And we had lunch with them, and one, two, and it was awesome. She gave me a gift. I gave her the prototype to Grumpy Granny because with my shawls, I do too. Because I'm not 100% positive the stitches I have in my head are going to work. So I do too. And I gave her a choice between the one I used for the tutorial, which was a 2-weight, or the prototype, which was a 3-weight. And hi, Robin, sweetheart. Speaking of Robin, I wanted to let you know, Robin, I am still working on. I have the concept that I want to do for the base. The base 4 stitches of Tunisian, so that way you can get the base 4. Technically, there's 5 base stitches, but I don't want to really put the full stitch in this project because the full stitches are just, man, it can throw off the simple stitch, knit stitch, reverse stitch, etc. So I'm still developing, and I have a really great idea that I think will work for beginner friendly base 4 stitches, so you get to know the 4 stitches, if that makes sense. But so I'm still working on that. That should, excuse me. So that's still coming. So I am working on it, just so you know, Robin, because I know you asked about it. Now, when we had lunch with Jill yesterday, she gave me and Panda some hats that she made. This is the hat that she made for me. Let me get it off. It's on Rufus. This is the hat that she made for me. She knitted it up, her own design. Nice little slouchy hat. It's my colors, orange and blue, and then it's got the paw print because, missing Tazzy when we had to put him down back in February because of the strokes that he had. And it's knitted, and I like it a lot. Panda's was done in Panda pattern. So Jill did those. Last night, because I stayed up pretty late last night. I always stay up late. Who am I kidding? Oh, you want to show me yours? Ha! Dang, that's loud. This is the one that she made Panda. That's the one she made for him. So that's her own design. Very nice and cute. Oh, Robin, thank you so much for 5 memberships. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kirsten A, Lori, Serena Headley, Yarn Therapy with Rose, and Stitch a Spell. Hey, Mimi, my sweetheart. Panda Flyby, right? Michi. They really are really nice hats, and I like them. Hi. And so I've been going through some of my yarn and stuff that I have. I have an idea because of course, I've got a lot of stitches I haven't shown that a lot of people haven't seen. There is a lace honeycomb stitch. I'm going to use it in a shawl. And it's going to be an asymmetrical shawl. And I'm going to pair it with the regular honeycomb stitch. And I don't know why. I have no idea why this name popped out in my head, but that's what we're naming it. The name for the honeycomb shawl that I'm going to be doing is called the bee's knees. So the bee's knees, I'm gonna be working on here, hopefully within a month, because I still have to do saggy granny. Yeah, well, Tiffany, it's kind of hidden out of the way for us. You know, it's you got to click on the dollar sign, and then you got to click get membership gifting. You automatically think you're going to be paying for members to pay memberships, and then it says, well, if you scroll down past where you can buy gift the memberships, then it'll tell you you can do that, and you get 10 a month in batches of 5. I don't know when I'm going to go live because as a tutorialist, we just don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, and so I try to get them off done at the beginning of the month. Hi, Mama Sue. Hi, FB. Well, good. Hey, Alex. And I didn't know about that till like 3 or 4. Well, no, maybe a little bit longer. I lost count. 6 months ago is when I figured that out. Because I saw people doing it, and I was like, how do we do this? Because I was paying for them beforehand, and I was like, well, whatever, I don't understand why everybody makes shawls all the time. Well, like for me, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have a network of testers. So when it comes to apparel or garments, I don't have that network of testers to where I can sit there and say, hey, I need this tested. Could you tell me, and get the different sizes? Which is why I with my Rwana, and this is kind of going to be like a one size fits most. Shawls, I don't know. People like shawls. Let me tell you. I don't know. Blankets, personally. Okay, I'm great at. I know I'm good at blankets. I don't want to say I'm great. I know I'm good at blankets, but when I did that almost California king size blanket for Bag of Days animal auction, that burnt me out on blankets. However, blankets do really well. So I don't know why that has you hidden. Oh, because of that one word in there. Hi, Cindy. And that's just the hard part. I do have measurements for things, but it's like, with Tunisian, it's different. Everything comes up a little different. Yeah, exactly, Tiffany. Exactly. You get the blankets because people can do them, and we've also noticed, like with blankets, as long as they're not massive row repeats, some people like those where it's 15 repeats, you know, or some people like where it's just 2 row repeat. So it's like, you know, it's so I'm just covering the gambit on everything. Just do it all. And see, like, and that's the other thing, Bonnie. My very first Tunisian sweater years and years ago. That thing is rated. I'm telling you, we here in my part of Texas, we were. It was. I want to say it was like, yeah, it was 2020. It was during the year, and it's when we got that very deep freeze. So it was 2020. And I never did a wearable until then because I was always afraid, and I didn't want to follow somebody's pattern. I wanted it to be mine and my own, and figure out how to do these things. So I didn't want to follow somebody else's rules, I guess you could say. That and so that's when we, like I said, we got the deep freeze where we were uh, like negative 15 outside for like a week, here in the Panhandle. And 'cause I think, Michi remembers that deep freeze, and probably Tiffany, because, where she lives, she probably got hit by it too. I think, well, most of Texas did. Anyway, I wore that to go to my parents, that sweater, and then I had a jacket on and a beanie, of course, and gloves. I had to take my jacket off. And I kept the beanie on, but I was just sweating because, Matt, thank you so much, Matt. You guys are just, oh my gosh, phenomenal. But that, I was just sweating just with that sweater. So it's like, Tunisian sweaters, they're rated for the Arctic, let me tell you. And Matt, thank you again. So that's Obsessed with Horror. Oh, I love that name. Carrie the Yarny Elephant, Lydia, Yarnworks with Lydia, Kiwi's Crochet Corner, and Carolyn KDK. Oh, Chris, that's the year you moved to Texoma. Oh yeah, but that sweater. Yeah. So if I do a sweater, it's definitely got to be in 2 weight, because that I did it in a 4 weight, and that thing is thick. It's heavy. It feels like my Navy peacoat when I was in the Navy. That's how heavy it feels. Let's see. You love crochet and shawls and blankets. Well, like, I've done that stuff before, like shawls and stuff, but I've never done it on my channel. So, like the Grumpy Granny shawl, I did that shawl because I wanted a very, very beginner friendly shawl that somebody who is very new to Tunisian can literally just watch the video and understand what we're doing. And then of course, Ruby's Dream came out, which is on the other spectrum. Hi, Karen. Of I was about to get so tongue tied. On the other spectrum, because we got beginner with Grumpy Granny, and then Ruby's Dream Wrap comes out, and it's intermediate to advanced. But I have both of them right here. Oh, sorry, I gotta get my blankets off my leg, because this up and down weathers and rain and all that has just been messing with my legs, and I'm in all black today, so let me overthink this, because Michael always overthinks. So this is Grumpy Granny. It's done in the Tunisian lace, which is a version of the Tunisian mesh stitch. And, I did the kind of a built-in border-ish thing on there, and that was so I can get the laces to work out right of the simple stitch. So this is the beginner-friendly shawl, right? Now we go to Bertha, and we undress Bertha, and then we get Ruby's Dream Wrap, the Dementia Awareness Wrap. And so you can see the complexity is kind of all over, but if you want to do this, I can guarantee you. Let me put it back on Bertha, because Bertha doesn't like being naked. But I can guarantee you, if you want to do this, I hold your hand through every step of the video. Yes, the tutorial is almost 2 hours long, but I hold your hand and I guide you where you need to go. Now, the written pattern and everything that's on the Etsy store, of course, for this whole entire month, it goes to, all the proceeds go to the Dementia Awareness Society. My gosh. Dementia Society of America for the entire month of June. So all the sales and sales are doing. Hi Jim and hi Michi 10. Oh my gosh, darling. Oh my gosh. Like Michi. Oh, speaking Michi. I'm gonna read those off here in just a second. But I got something to show Michi. But Michi's 10 memberships went to Michelle D, Dragonflies and Lullabies, Peace Love Crochet with Deborah, Liam Jones, Crochet Knit Yarn Whip Sandy, Deborah Dow, Diana Marie, Missy J, Beverly Flower, and Tracy Henson. Thank you so much, Michi. And Jim and Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Hey, Jackie. Thank you, sweethearts. Thank y'all so much for that. Like, everything that comes in goes straight back to the channel to order yarn, to get things, you know, because all these ideas that I have in my head, or that I have dry erase boards. Of course, I expanded it, so the door is not the only dry erase door now. These two are. And that's where my ideas go on, because if I have paper, I lose it. I lose it. So I put them on dry erase, and when they come off, when they're done, hi Noni, sweetheart, they come off. But for Michi, I wanted to show Michi this because now I got 2 of each. So it hasn't told me what it wants to be yet. I am thinking a shawl, because I want but I'm still trying to figure out what stitches is going to make the yarn pop, and also what stitches is the yarn going to help make them pop, if that makes sense. They got to work together. Everything has to work together for me. So I've got 2 of each one, which will be plenty for whatever idea I come up with. And I think I really do know what idea I'm going with. And of course, I'm more... that goes back over there. There's a blanket that I am developing. I'd say this. I work on multiple things. If you know me, you know that I'm always working on something. And of course, I've got like 7 blankets I'm developing. Literally, it's all on notepads right here. There's one I am developing in honor of, like, there's 3 people that were my very first subscribers, and they have been, I mean, just they're great supporters, just like all of you are. They've been there for day one, and I want to honor them. And good night, Jim. So there's a blanket that I am developing, and when I say the name, she'll know. Jewel of the Rhine, and the colors that I'm developing it in. Sorry, I had to pull them out of the bag, the project bag. Is these 2 colors. Now this is teal, and this is cosmetic pink, and you know, so that's going to be the Jewel of the Rhine. Hi, Becca. And I've already got, I want to say, most of the concept down. I'm just trying to get these certain 2 stitches to work together. And as soon as I can get those 2 stitches to work together, then that project's going to fly by. And if you know me too, I figure things out. I always do. I'm working on my first Tunisian blanket. It's made with Tunisian squares. So that's awesome. Sandy. Well, hello, Marcelina. And I've got a lot of blankets. Oh, and I figured out how I'm going to turn Bunny Meadows, my very first Yeah, that was my first blanket on my channel. Bunny Meadows. I'm turning it into a shawl, but it's a different type of shawl. It's going to be more of a reading shawl than an actual, shawl. Um, did I miss something? Hirschner said their big twist will be coming in July. Well, that's awesome. Now we'll talk about that here in a minute because I made some contacts with some. I sent an email to my former contact that used to be at Joann's, so I could get some more insider info that I could relay to you guys. There's not much more I can relay to you than what's out there, but I can relate to you what I do know. And this was a big wig that worked at Joann's, so I now they're a big wig with GA Group. So it's what I know and what they told me. But first, I saw somebody did something. Oh, Becca, thank you so much. 10 memberships. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. Margaret, Songbirds Creation Crochet and More with Margaret. Abby Normal, Janet Dixon. My eyes are crossing. Sandykins, Painting with Yarn, Blue Raspberry, Crafting Adventures with Amy, Deborah Richardson, Deirdre Evans, Imani Scott, Aaron Nelson. Thank you so much, y'all. Like this, that really does mean a lot to me. You guys doing. I'm trying not to get emotional because you guys know I'll turn into a waterworks. Uh, I mean, all of it. We don't do this to. We do it because we love it, and you guys, you're gonna make me cry. You really will. So, woo. But let's talk about the new news about Michaels. Now, Michaels did buy the intellectual property of Joann's. They did get the rights to certain big twist lines. And those big twist lines that they got rights to are the Posh, Baby Bear, Twinkle, which their Twinkle is the glitter yarn, the metallic yarn, and Pound Plus. Now, regarding all the other type of stuff, they said that like the fabrics and whatnot. I mean, I didn't ask about that because I'm not a fabric person, but it should. Slime is the value yarn, which Hirschner's has the rights to sell value yarn. And now with Mary Maxim, Mary Maxim. Oh, the slime. Well, you got you got slime and rave too. Yeah. Mary Maxim just bought a lot. Uh, uh, how can I say this? Pretty okay. They bought a sale lot of the Pound Plus, and that's what they're selling. So once they're sold, it's gone on Mary Maxim. Now for the overseas folks, because I know a lot of these companies don't ship overseas, or if they do, it's expensive. And the Hobby has, believe it or not, they do have Big Twist, but it's called something different. It's made by the exact same manufacturer, and it's the exact same stuff, just that Hobby wanted their label on it, and that is called Crafting Acrylic. And it is the exact same thing as Big Twist. Pull it up. Well, I'm not going to be able to show you them. What am I doing? But anyway, we'll go here. Crafting Acrylic. I put it in there. It is exactly the exact crafting. Same everything. Even down to the color names. Because the color names, like Varsity Blue, Varsity Green, those were I guess you could say trademarked for Big Twist, but they're allowed to carry those same exact names. And they have it, and they have my favorite color. But I'm waiting for Hirschner's to get it in the actual Big Twist, which my favorite color of the Big Twist is dark teal. That's the one I did the Ireland blanket out of, and oh my gosh, I love that one. And but so for the overseas folks, if you guys want to get Big Twist without being able to get Big Twist, well, you can get it through Hobby. It is a little pricey. Like I'm looking at it right now, $5.20, and that's on sale. So it is a little bit pricey, but hi Tony, but you still get the Big Twist aspect of it. That makes sense. I hope it does. Let's see. Hi DK Jen. Let's see. What am I missing over her? I am new to Tunisian. I have made swatches along with you. My problem is losing sight of the end stitch. I have the dreaded. Okay. All right. We're going to address that. Let me undo what I did, and I'm going to show you an easy way to do it. So let me. That's the only thing about halo yarn is sometimes it'll grab a hold of itself. Okay. Let me get caught up here. How many loops I have? That's 1, 2, 3. This is the stitch. The stitch I'm using on this right now will be the stitch I'll be filming. I'm actually going to film it Sunday because I'm expecting something in the mail tomorrow, and who knows when the mail is going to run, and I don't want them to run while I'm in the middle of filming because they'll interrupt me and throw me out of my groove. And we did, Rachel. It was a blast. Her father is a hoot. Let me get back there, and I'm going to show you, Tony, how you can get the perfect end stitch every time. Come on, Michael. And this is the one. Oh no. Oh my gosh. And I tell you, I am loving these metal hooks. Okay. So, let me turn this around. To get the end stitch, Tony, every time, the perfect end stitch, let me go like this. Ignore those because that is literally yarn for upcoming projects. Okay, so the perfect end stitch, which you'll move my keyboard so I don't mess up. What you're going to do is you're going to back your hook up just a little bit. Don't lose your stitch. Fold down to the row you just closed because these are the loops on your hook. So these are the loops on your hook. So the row that you pulled your loops out of is the row you closing off, right? That's what we call it. So just back up a little bit. If you have to scrunch up your yarn and your loops this way to get you a little bit of a leeway so you can pull back just a little bit. Don't lose the loops. Fold down. Just roll your hook down to the row you just closed off, and it's going to be a little bit harder for me to actually kind of show on with this yarn, but you can see, where's my pointers? I need one that's going to stand out. Oh, that'll stand out. You'll find your last loop right here, right? That's your edge stitch. But you'll just pull back a little bit, go down to the row you just closed, literally take that edge and fold it onto your hook. And you're going to go right where you need to go every time. It's going to split, and it's going to split where you need to go. It's going to get it in there, and then you're going to have the straight edges every time. Sandra. But I mean, it's kind of hard for me to show at this angle. I do have a tutorial. I have to go to my videos. I have a tutorial on how to get the straight edges every time. It is a bit of an older video, which I got to refilm a lot of my older ones because I didn't know what I was doing. so things look like poop. Um, Got to get all that situated. Just refilm them, you know. Let's see, that's basic color cane. Nope, nope, nope. Where is... No? Well, it's not that far. Oh, there it is. It... Okay. Let me open it, and I'll get you a link, Tony. Share. Copy. Ooh, I almost closed out my own stream. And, Tony, this link is for you. So you'll be able to understand it better. And I only did it in... I didn't know my software did left hand at that time. Now I do. No, y'all are fine. That's what we're here for. You know, if you have questions, just ask. You know, I'd rather you ask than get frustrated and lose your confidence in your skill in Tunisian. You know, I know that everybody is not on the same level. That's why I teach everybody at the same level and do the repetitiveness, because, you know, everybody, if I treat everybody the same, we all learn together, right? Can you ask your friend where Joanne's paper is going? Hi, Manuela. I'll shoot them an email and see what they say. Bonnie, I don't really know. I'll see what they say. It's a Tunisian lusk, Sandra. There was something I wanted to say. I don't remember what it was. But I know I just wanted to come on here and just chit chat with you folks. You know, spend a little bit of Friday evening with you. And because there's going to be a time coming up here soon where I'm not going to be doing a lot of lives. And a lot of it's because I'm trying to bust stuff out. I've got to order... Hi, Jen. Some cotton. Hey, Jeremy. I have a question, Michael. Are the blue hooks as sharp? Ooh, yes, they are. Oh, I have a hook out. Jeremy, they're just as sharp. And I love them. Like, these are great for, especially when I'm doing my tutorials, because like the regular metal one, hi Marianne. The regular metal ones, they glare my filming lights, and these don't. Plus, for some reason, no matter what color yarn I'm using, you can see where I'm going better with these than you can either my wooden ones or my the nickel plated ones. Let's see, storms are supposed to be hitting Oklahoma and Texas in an hour. Oh, yeah, we're under a tornado watch until late. So I'm just like, you know what? We could see the storms off in the distance. I'm just like, you know, I'm over this. The drop in pressures, the raised in pressures, it's like my knees just can't really take much more, and it's just like, oh, I did get one thing in, because I have something that I'm going to be starting. I don't know when. But this will give you a hint what and it's Tunisian, of course, you know me. It's not going to be regular crochet. But something came in the mail that I ordered. And this will give you an idea of what's going to be coming down the pipeline soon. I don't know when soon. I don't know why I said soon, but it's going to be in the pipeline. So I have to put it together real quick so you can get an idea and you can kind of guess what we're going to be doing. Boom. So I got a blocking board for some certain type of squares I'm going to be doing. And man, that is really nice. And that was only 17 bucks. Go figure. You know, that's a nice one for $17. And it's got the metal pegs. So I'm gonna be doing squares. Maybe not fully squares. I think they're gonna be more, hold on. 1, 2, 3, octagon. And it's going to be kind of a designy that I can't really say. Hey, Nessa, sweetheart. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah. Yes, I did. Sandy, a lot of metal pegs, and because it's gonna, I have this blanket idea. The concept's only drawn up. I still have to work it. I don't know how many octagons it's gonna be, and I am going to be working Tunisian. It's all going to be Tunisian. It's Tunisian octagons, and I got it from Amazon, Lorraine, for $17. That's pretty darn, and it's really nice. Like, I like it, and there's going to be octagons, and I want to say pentagons, maybe, and it's going to be kind of a Persian tile blanket type pattern, and of course it's all going to be Tunisian, and I needed something to block those, and I've got this really awesome idea for a Tunisian mosaic blanket, Sandy, that I know you, or Sandra, that I know you'll like. Let's see. Yeah, the blocking board, Lorraine, $17 on Amazon. Oh, the links are way too long in here. I can't put it. I know, Jeremy. I think it was 17. I'm pretty darn sure. I was watching Domina on Amazon Prime. Let me see. Let me go to my orders. I'm pretty sure it was 17. Has to be 17. Open up. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna put it in. Oh shoot, I can do it here. Are you flipping serious? That's a short link. So here we go. That was very short. I'm gonna put it in my description box because people always ask about it. So if I don't do it, I will forget it. Michael cannot spell. There we go. I'm going to save that now. There we go. Bonnie, at least I'm not showing off yarn that you have to, you end up buying again. Oh my gosh. Now, let's talk about some channel stuff here coming up. Now, you all see the little symbol by my name now. I do have a check mark, which means I am verified, which does mean, YouTube does go through and make sure your subs are real. The other thing I was able to do Tuesday night, Monday night, one of the two, is I got my redemption code and I placed the order for my play button. Bonnie. So the play button, I should have that here. It says a week to 2 weeks, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot, maybe 3 weeks. And then I want to talk to some creators, people like Michi, Craig. I want to talk to Mikey, and maybe even our friend Crystal, and a few other creators that I want to talk to, because I do want to do a giveaway, but I want to do it as a replay giveaway, but I want to give you guys a gift. The gift that I want to give you guys is, if I can get all these creators together on one place as a thank you from me to you guys, see what we can, who I can get with that works all days together, and we can mesh and, and see if Tiffany would like to want to come up, Bag a Day, or Mikey, or Craig, and just have a little bitty celebration like that. And then the replay giveaway throughout the live, I'm gonna pull Michi's. I'm gonna copy what Michi does, but my words will be in English and not German. But for the replay giveaway, we'll have words come throughout the live, and at the end, you got to put them all together in a sentence. And I want to celebrate you guys because, like I have said, you guys do bad English. Girl, you. That reminds me of when I was writing up Ruby's Dream. When I was writing it up, um, my English was all over the place, girl. It was bad. It's like, did you graduate high school? I know I did. I graduated college too. Come on now. But I want to celebrate you guys because you guys are what keeps us going, regardless of what type of channel we are. You keep us going, and you guys are what makes us. You guys are the numbers. That's you guys. And I don't want to treat you as a number. I want to treat you as a person. I'll thank you, Amber. And because without you guys, the 100K would never have been possible. The silver play button would never have been possible. None of this would have been possible. I mean, yeah, I'd still probably be crocheting, but none of this would be possible. And I want to celebrate you guys. I want to celebrate the community. I want to celebrate with other creators that feel the same way I do about you guys, because I know some creators just treat everybody as numbers. And of course, I'm not like that. I like to treat you as Mama Winch, Marianne, Bonnie, Tony, Amber, Michi. Yeah, I'd like to treat you guys as the individual that you are, because you're all special. No, Marcelina, I'm the one. I did. Because, again, without you guys, none of this would have been possible. Oh, my link didn't work. Or, I don't know. Well, I just hit 106, Bonnie. It just keeps going, and I just want to, you guys are what makes us. You guys are what I like to celebrate. And like I said, in yesterday's live, we're not here just for me. Let's celebrate Dee. Let's celebrate Amber. Let's talk about their stuff too that they got going on. Let's talk about what Tiffany's got going on her channel. Let's talk about what Michi has going on her channel. As long as we keep it positive, we can talk about any other creator we want. Just keep it positive, because we are what grows together. We're one family here. Awesome, Dee. Hope it went well, sweetheart. I want to celebrate you guys, and if I can get other creators together to where we can do similar to what I did with the Christmas live, but it's not going to be 12 hours long, because Michael only has one 12-hour live in him a year, and that's on Christmas Eve, because I can't do that twice a year. Oh my gosh, I paid for that for like a week, but it was worth it. But if I can get other creators, and we can just do an hour, maybe 2 hours, to celebrate y'all, to celebrate each and every one of you guys. That's what I would really, really love out of this. is, yes, I did hit the milestone that a lot of people don't get to hit. Yes, I know it deserves celebration, but I want to celebrate you. I don't want to celebrate because you guys are what got me to that point. You guys are the ones who like my stuff. You are the ones who are sitting there making what I create, and that just gives me goosebumps. And I just want to celebrate you guys for that. Okay, Diane Marie, have a good night. And I want to do it when, like Michi, I wanted to be able to do it when I get the physical plaque or the physical play button, because that's something I want to open and share with everybody. Because, like I said, it's just not my play button; it's your play button too. It may have my name on it, but your play button as well. And that's just how I feel, and y'all know that. That's how I felt from day one about any of this. That's me. So once I get the physical play button, I want to, like, I'm not going to open it until we go on the live, but I'm going to reach out to some creators and just have a nice panel, shoot the crap. I know there's some people, you don't see a lot of people interacting together, and that's what I liked about the Christmas live is we had different creators, different sizes. Just like, I had Craig, Fiber Spider, I had Mikey, the Crochet Crowd, me, Ola Joe, you name it. We were all there. I want to celebrate everybody. And I just want to celebrate you guys. Thank you guys. Thank y'all so much, and I what you see is what you get, and I just love you guys so much. And like I said, from the yesterday, or well, not yesterday, my last live, which was the day before. And I know I've done a few back to back lives because I'm gearing up to not be doing not doing lives, but because there's going to be a period of time here in the for the next 2 months, I'm not going to be able to go as live as much as I want to, because I've got a lot that I need to concentrate on. That I'm trying to get done. That summer type stuff that I should have already had done. But Michael's a procrastinator on some stuff. So, whoops. So I got things, I'm trying to bust out, hurry up and get done, because like I said, I procrastinate, and I shouldn't, but I do. Some days I just wake up and I'm like, I don't want to film anything today. I want to do this. And see, Michi, like, I look at myself as a little guy. I you know I'm just me. I'm not nothing special. And yeah, I'm just me. I don't think I'm special. I really don't. And I'm not a celebrity, even though some people think I am. I'm not. I'm me. I am a 47-year-old broken man whose knees don't work half the time, and I cook a lot. Thank you guys. I Thanks, thank you. And I'm gonna stay me. Nothing's gonna happen. I still pop into lives because I love you guys. You know, and but it is a little weird. It is a little. Okay, let me get that out of the way. It is a lot weird seeing my name different now. It was throw. It's kind of freaky. I mean, I don't know if Tiffany's still here, but I don't know if she can attest to it too. But when you get that special check mark next to your name, how it highlights your name and everything, and it kind of it throws you off when your name was never like that before. It's kind of freaky, and yeah. And it's weird because I didn't do this for attention, and it's like, I didn't do this to get attention. I didn't do this to become big or anything, but here I am now. I'm that person that is, and I'm just like, it's freaking me out sometimes. But yeah, and then there's some ideas that I'm mulling behind that I want. Hi, Breezy. I'm glad you all found me because because y'all finding me is how I've been able to find you guys and find other people. And that's why I want to celebrate the community. Sorry, the dryer just went off. And we don't have one of those talk to you dryers or sing to you dryers. We kept it on a buzzer because I don't need my house singing. I mean, I can turn my lights on by my voice, but that's as much as I need. But we're all interconnected without knowing it, and it's just one of those that I want to celebrate all of this, all of us, the whole entire community together, which I don't know if it's ever been done. I don't know what I'm asking myself to do in this aspect. I just know I want to celebrate you guys. That's what I want to do. Happy birthday, Amber. But anyway, I want to thank you all for hanging out with me for the past hour. I wish I could go longer. My legs are hurting. I got to get up and walk. And I I will let y'all know how everything goes, when we're going to do things. Of course, I will pre-schedule that so that way everybody can see it. And I want to talk to other creators and see if we can just kind of do a pool and get together. If we do musical chairs, we do musical chairs, have some people up for 20, 30 minutes and then somebody else. And we'll do that all on StreamYard, and you know, celebrate you guys because you guys are what matters. You guys are what keeps us going. And I'm telling you, when I tell you, you guys help my mental health because you allow me to keep showing you what I have up here, which keeps my mental health strong. And I want to thank you all for that. And I love you all for that. So I want to thank you all for coming tonight. Love you all so much. And you all have a great, great night and have a great weekend. Love you all. Bye.